killing in the name of.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Ooh. Killing in the name of.
Dessert.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slam. The slam. All right, Paul, let's go.
Buenos tacos, everybody. Polly, your boy. Wait, hold on. It's so bright in here. So bright in here. We got to put on the shades. It is El Midnight Hour. El Midnight Hour. ¿Qué pasó? Hope you guys enjoyed that intro. Why? I actually got sent that intro, and maybe we'll play in a little while, because if you missed it, it is hilarious. And then that the presidents, whatever they did with Killing in the Name of, reminded me of what they did with Mad Men and the song by Rick Astley, "Never Gonna Give You Up." And I put those together just for you guys, right in the midnight hour. Yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. And then we showed you the little trailer for the X-Files watch party, which is going to start this Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Excuse me, Thursday night after the Slant Show, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we showed you our grito man. So whenever someone does a tip or anything of that, you guys get the grito. And let's fuck it, man. Let's show them one more time. And that the guys throwing the hammer down, that's from an actual hammer festival in Mexico. They just hammer explosives. So yeah, we got a nice night tonight. We're gonna go over X-Files, a watch party. We're coming up on 27 years on September 10th, if you can believe that, original air date of the pilot. We're gonna talk The Boys. Actually, my co-host is gonna talk about it, because that's more his forte. And I'm gonna, then we'll talk about Cobra Kai. And what else? What else did I have? Oh, and then we're gonna preview the show, the Latino Slant show, which is gonna cover the year 1992. And the year 1992, you had Rage Against the Machine's debut album, Killing in the Name of, and they had the movie El Mariachi that started the career of Rob Rodriguez. You take $7,000 and do a film. Let's see what you come up with. So that's why when someone sent me that video of Trump and they're chopping up his words to Killing in the Name of, I'm like, oh, this is too good. All right, so yeah, we're just stretching here. Let's before we bring on my co-host, and hopefully this can be a regular thing for him. I know he's in Tejas, so it is the midnight hour for all you guys in the middle of the country going to the East Coast. But we do have some homies here in the chat, so I do want to give give Shellback a shout out. Shellback, shout out. How you doing, brother? That was the best Rick roll ever. Clobbering times. Hail, brother, hail. And Cobra Kai. Yeah, we'll talk Cobra Kai in a minute. Okay, so let's bring him on. He's my buddy that I met in the chat rooms of Nerdronic, and he's got a great page. He's building up subscribers, aren't we all? But he's got some good content, and I know he just did a recent review of The Boys, and he's a cool dude. So let's bring him on. Midnight Hour. Let's ring it in. Talking about JP.
Buenos noches, hermano.
Yeah, man. How you feeling right now?
Dude, it's not too bad. Like, it's cool. I'm on a 4-day weekend. Company just decided to tell everybody to take Friday off. So I said, yeah, okay. I can do that.
So you didn't work Friday?
No. I work for a large software company. I do their contracts and business negotiations with the customers, and company just said, you know what, hey, everybody take a day off. So it was nice. Got big 4-day weekend, which is always cool. Hail clobbering times. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. That's great, man. So what else? What did you I know you're on YouTube a lot. I know you were streaming a lot today.
It's been a long day of streams. Yeah. We a bunch of us were on with the Nerdrotic member stream earlier today. I did a couple hours on my channel after that. And I had a whole slate of things that we were going to talk about, and we ended up spending the first hour and a half just talking about The Boys, which was not really how we planned to have the stream go. But I was on with Draco Argentis, who you'll know from Nerdrotic's members chats, and we just kept finding more and more to talk about the whole time. So instead of spending 30 minutes on it, we ended up spending about 90, and then we did end up talking about Trek like we planned, but a completely different Trek topic than we thought. It's how streaming goes, right, man? Sometimes best laid plans just get thrown aside when you feel in the moment.
Yeah, you got to be flexible, no matter especially with the Slant show. Calabria was on there. I think what I've learned is that you can't have too many guests unless it's like one topic, or or you're watching videos together. But because you had so many guests and I had a list of stuff to go through, stuff suffers. So just learning.
Yep.
So because I already have our co. I already have four. There's 4 of us that are the Slant, right?
Yes.
So that's already a lot. And then you add on a guest, but we had 3 guests, so that was my bad. That was my bad. And
it can get crowded quick.
Yeah. Totally. So,
dude, that intro video, Paulie.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sure you saw me backstage, but God, I was cracking up, man.
Yeah.
That was what I thought of was from I think it was Live Free or Die Hard, when the terrorists put together the speech mixed from all the different the presidents coming all together, and he apologized because he couldn't get enough Nixon in it. I mean, that's what popped into my head when I was watching that.
Yeah, again, it's it was that video
Tom
reminded me. Oh, hey, new to the Slant, but not new to our hearts. It's Tom from Midnight's Edge After Dark. Hola, señor, ¿cómo estás? Thanks for checking us out, and congratulations. This morning, my morning, what was started off, Jake, with I guess they didn't go to sleep. That Star Wars girl did not sleep, and they were like, Rachel Rhino, some other people were on, and they were trying to get like certain people like to a certain level, and I guess Midnight's Edge he didn't really need the numbers, but there he came in late and he was talking about this videos, real remember it's a spoof on Real Men of.
Oh God, those videos they put together are great.
So
if anybody in the chat has not seen those,
yeah,
I mean, after the stream, go to Midnight's Edge After Dark, and those videos are hysterical.
Why don't you pull one up and we'll share the screen?
Oh,
That'd be
sure,
cool.
yeah. Give me
Because,
just.
I love what they did. So
they're great.
So guys, looks like we got a nice little crowd. It's after midnight, at midnight hour here on the Slant on a Sunday night. We're gonna do just talk about some shit during the weekend that went down, and we really appreciate you guys coming on by. Some good friends, and one of our good buddies and good supporters. Let's get him on the show.
Let's see. Oh, I have not seen the Alex Kurtzman one yet. Have
That's
you,
the new one.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric. ¿Qué pasó?
Hey, greetings and salutations. I just flew in and boy, my arms are tired.
My God.
Good
Tina.
to see you, Eric. Man, you've been
Tina.
busy today too.
Yeah, I just Gary's stream just ended about a minute ago, and I came straight here. So
right,
I made it.
Spend a few minutes with us, man. Before you for us, we're on the West Coast. We're a little early. Okay, so let's we're gonna give Midnight's Edge After Dark. Yeah, we're gonna play one for the crowd if that's cool with you. He says go for it.
Not that he needs a plug from us, but
nah, man. But there might be some Mexicans and Mexicans watching us, so it's like y'all need to get with the Midnight's Edge program. Anyways, here we go. Add the string. There you go.
Midnight's Edge presents Real Boneheads of Cinema. Real Boneheads of Cinema. Today we salute you, Alex Kurtzman. You cultural fucking locust. You've taken a beloved 50-year-old science fiction franchise and completely destroyed it. Oh, it didn't live long and prosper. Likeable characters? Who needs them when we've got Mikey Spock? She's just a plain So pour a cold beer and celebrate a special kind of stupidity that ruined Star Trek forever. How's the Doctor Who's going? How does sonar and space work? If I know, as long as it sounds good, who cares? You idiot! That $25 million CBS contract sure is getting its money's worth, isn't it? Oh, how you got ripped off! We salute you, Alex Kurtzman, because failing upward is still a thing in Hollywood. Sheer fucking hubris, real bonehead of cinema.
Great job.
I love it.
Great job.
Great
job, Tom. And thanks for spending the midnight hour with us. In a few minutes, we're gonna go ahead and play again. Eric, did you get a chance to see our intro?
No, I didn't. I just walked in.
We'll play it in a minute. And Silos is here. Probably the sexiest Mexican that dates tall chicks. He's got the Pepsi and chips in one hand for this. So boom, yeah. Okay, so what are we talking? Let's just go for the boys real quick. I know it's been really saturated, like everyone's been talking about it all weekend, but we did listen. I jumped into it. I haven't seen season 1, so season 2, the first 3 episodes, it's all right. Like it didn't grab me. There's some characters that are the Portland chick, Stormfront. She's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That character's hilarious. And I don't know where it's gonna go. Whether it's gonna go, like, because she was putting down a Kurtzman type guy in that boardroom, which was great. So, but go ahead, man. Chat about it.
Yes. So, Eric, you've seen the first 3 episodes too, right?
Actually, I've only seen past episodes. I haven't watched this season yet. I haven't had time. I've been dealing with the whole fire and all that, so pretty much all my free time has either been spent on modding or dealing with that. So,
well, I hope they've receded from your property, man.
It's cleared out, so it's looking good. I came unprepared though. So
hey, fair enough, man. It's all good. I don't have much to say when we get into Cobra Kai either, so it's all good.
Come on, Daniel-san, wax on, wax off.
Yeah, so Boys season 1, I loved it. I was a big fan of it. I'm not somebody who had read the source material from the comics, so it was totally fresh to me. And your basic premise is it's like the Justice League, except they act like celebrities. So you got a bunch of assholes. They're not all particularly good people, and they're after their own personal gain as much as anything else for the most part, right? And which is, I think, a unique take to an extent. I mean, it's not another Watchmen retread. It's something totally different, at least that we've seen on screen. And then you got Billy Butcher, Carl Urban, who's got some people putting together to try to deal with the ones that go bad, which is half the people we see on the screen. And
Carl Urban is a genius,
dude.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, not at all, man. You cannot go wrong with Carl Urban. The dude's excellent in everything that he's in. He makes the people around him better most of the time. And they've done a good job with casting, I think, for the season 2. You brought in a couple of new folks. I mean, you got Giancarlo Esposito playing the CEO of Vought, which is a company that created all of these superheroes with their Compound V. You've got, I might mispronounce her name if I do. I think it's Kaya or something like that. But the girl who plays Stormfront, she's honestly pretty terrific. They put her together like just this total caricature of a Portland SJW. I mean, straight up, that is who she is. I mean, right down to half her head is shaved, and she's like this influencer who's streaming, and the first couple of episodes, really all 3 of the first episodes, they, much to my surprise, I might add, because with the interview that the writer and producer gave about a month ago, I was expecting this thing to be just a woke nightmare, maybe the most uber wokest show we'd ever seen in our lives. And, to my surprise, the first 3 episodes of the season are really solid. Very few complaints. Esposito is an amazing actor. This lady who plays Stormfront is just going totally over the top with being an SJW to the point of parody almost. And then, of course, if you know the source material, you already know what the kind of big reveal was at the end of episode 3. If you don't, I'll leave kind of that reveal, quiet for those of you who still want to see it. But there's a big reveal about her that I thought it worked really good with the kind of the front that she's putting on, so to speak. And she's setting up to be a foil for Homelander, who is, just a narcissistic, evil son of a bitch as Superman. I mean, he's literally Superman. And so putting this together is fun. Episode 1, we get to kind of a reintroduction of Ashley from season 1, who was Madeline's assistant, kind of PR running the 7. And I've decided that every review that I do, she's just Kathleen Kennedy, because that's who she is. Okay. All right. She is Kathleen Kennedy. I swear to God, they modeled her after KK. She's running through. I mean, she's literally talking about the check boxes. You know, in the show, she's saying, "Oh yeah, look, we've got a differently abled hero now for the 7. Now all we need is another woman, preferably a woman of color. Fingers crossed." Right? It's hysterical because she is straight up Kathleen Kennedy, like to a T. Except, you know, assume Kathleen Kennedy's having a good hair day, and then, you know, that's Ashley. And she's just so great because every single thing that you picture Kathleen Kennedy as, that's Ashley. And so she's just KK in every review that I'm going to do because it's who she is. And then you've got another character that they drop in just really subtly a couple of times. And it's this Congresswoman Newman. And she's sort of voicing concern about Vought and the 7 through, you know, that world's CNN or whatever. And this lady is Tulsi Gabbard. I put them side by side in my episode 1 review. The resemblance is staggering. If they didn't design her after Tulsi, I mean, there's just no way. This side by side picture, it'd blow your mind how just identical these two women are. And so she's Tulsi. I have a feeling that she's been planted as a seed in these first few episodes. Something just tells me she's got an important role to play, even if it's a minor one. She's going to be some kind of congressional opposition to all the shit that's going on with Vought and the, you know, how they've seeded supervillains around the world. And
well, I had a real hard time. I'm going to keep going with it. I had a real hard time liking any of these characters. And I get it, you know, it's like different degrees of how fucked up people are. Jaded, corporations screwing over the superheroes, or, you know, I don't want to give away too much stuff. You know, the acting solid. Who doesn't love Carl Urban? But yeah, you know, when I asked that question to Gary, it's like, well, you're supposed to like this character. It's like, oh, okay.
You know,
okay,
it's fair. You know, Huey is the weakest actor of the bunch. Right. I absolutely say that. And I don't disagree that he's sort of intended to be the audience to an extent. You know, a lot of good shows, they've got a character that represents us. And that's definitely the weakest spot. I agree 100%. Huey's okay. Yeah, you know, he's no Carl Urban. He's no I always forget the actor's name. The guy who does Homelander's unreal good. He's good.
He's good. He's good. But you know,
Anthony Starr.
He's an asshole. So
yes.
It's like, but he does it really well. So yeah, everyone's got so much going on, which I guess you know makes for interesting television watching. But I wanted to see how it would be just to jump in because I didn't see season 1. So I think I'm gonna go see season 1. I got a week till the next episode, so it's like
you got time. Got time.
Well, I didn't put it quite as high a priority to watch this one because I was kind of waiting to see what the wokeness would be, because when I saw Stormfront, I went, wait a minute.
A lot of people did.
That does not look like Stormfront. I mean, they gender swapped and all this, and I was looking at her and I was going, what are they doing here? And I kind of was like, well, I'll just play kind of a wait and see, because I just did not want to go through with that on another series where you're watching it going, I'm just wasting my time here. I could just be reading a book or Lord of the Rings again or something like that.
Yeah. I had the same trepidation.
Yeah. Well, it says to me also that the fandom is really looking for that new great show that we could get behind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, everyone's reviewing it. Everyone's reviewing it. And our buddy Clobberin Times, who you know is a comic wealth of information and cool lato to the channel, says it's never easy to like a Garth Ennis character. To be honest, that's one reason I don't read his comics very often. Just me though. Most people like them.
And maybe you too, Paulie.
Yeah, well, you know. So, but comics are one thing, good television's another.
Agreed.
So, that's again, I try not to cover the same ground as all the other channels are. That I love and support. And thank you guys for hanging out with us in the midnight hour here. West Coast, it's a little after 10. We're gonna go for a while, guys. And thanks for we just got a couple of new subscribers, so that's cool as well. Yay! So thank you guys so much. Every Thursday night, I got the Hood that comes out, and we do a show called the Slant. And we got 10 episodes, and that's really where we hit hard. Kind of whether it's music film from the 80s or what we're doing, what Latinos are doing in the industry right now, and always with a strong opinion. So in different opinions, which is really, really important. So those are always entertaining, 4 p.m. every Thursday. So one of the things that we're going to do this Thursday, guys, is we're going to look back at the year 1992 with just one film and one album. Okay. And our special guest for this week is going to be Culture Casino. But the film that we have is from, I just can't believe it, from 1992, El Mariachi. And there's Rob Rodriguez there on set, that he donated his body to raise money. And he got donated to science for like a weekend or something. It's not like he gave blood and got some money to do a film. He's such a freak that he donated to science for like a weekend or something. And he got the money, got $7,000 for El Mariachi. So, oh, what? That's not who I wanted. Like, oops, don't blow it yet, Polly.
It's too early to boomer things, Polly. Come on.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. So with El Mariachi, he like I said, he got around $7,000, and then he got some random props for the film. And one of the things he got was like a big ass school bus. So it's like we're gonna do an action scene with the school bus. So we're gonna be talking about not only El Mariachi, the movie, but the legacy that continues to grow with the great Robert Rodriguez. I'm such a huge fan. I might not be a fan of every movie he does, but I'm a fan of what he has built. Now, also too, in do you guys got anything to? You guys want to add in a couple words?
I mean, the only thing I can say is Rodriguez is a hell of a filmmaker. There's very little of his that I've seen that I didn't enjoy. I definitely haven't seen his full catalog, but what I've seen that he's made was always good. A lot of respect for this dude.
Well, there's and we're gonna do a deep dive on his career soon as well. But his latest film was a masterpiece, Alita Battle Angel. I love.
Oh yeah.
Eric K. Any
well,
words?
I'm looking at his movie list here, and I've pretty much seen most every one of his movies and absolutely loved it. I mean, he's got Machete, which was freaking great, and Mariachi. I mean, enough said. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Dusk Till Dawn.
That was the trilogy. So yeah, Mariachi,
Desperado,
Once Upon a
and
Time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Dust Till Dawn. I mean, anytime you got Selma Hayek up on a stage, I mean, you can't go wrong.
I'm so glad you mentioned. God, you know what, guys? I forgot to tell you that one of our other co-hosts is here. Hold on a second, gents. Oh wait, hold on. I just keep. I'm Mr. Boomer. Hola, Salma. ¿Qué tal? Salma just turned 54 this week. So hail, Salma, hail.
Hail, Salma Hayek.
I know we have. I know we have some other guests in the chat, so we'll take Salma off. I don't want to be too.
No, it's okay. We can keep looking at Selma for a little while.
Yeah. We don't want to be too.
They won't mind.
Yeah, well, we got Tina there. I don't want to it's all good. We could be little piggies for a minute. Shellback, bring on the girls. I wait. Hail Salma, hail Salma. Simón que sí. Okay, and then another big thing we're going to be talking about is the album Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of, that came out in 1992. It's amazing.
You gotta love Rage.
Oh,
who does?
I actually saw them before anybody even knew them. Mm-hmm. They opened up for, of all bands, U2
on the Pop Mart tour.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was the first time I heard them, and they just blew the roof off the place. I mean, it was down in, I think it was we saw it in, I want to say it was either Anaheim or Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium.
Dodger Stadium, and it was epic. They blew the doors off the place. It was great.
I saw the same show at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Oh man, was that good?
Yeah, that was an incredible show.
And the third act was Kid Rock when I went to see it.
Nice.
Three entertainers, and Rage was great.
Oh, I mean, it was pretty much. Sorry,
their lead
go ahead,
singer
Paul.
is Zach De La Rocha, and he comes from a artistic Chicano family. His dad, Beto De La Rocha, was part of the group of East LA muralists called Los Four, and Los Four did seminal murals all over Los Angeles. So that connection, stuck with Zach, and that's where his politics grew out of, for better or for worse, right? And Rage and Zach is one of those bands that liberals, people in the middle, people on the left, they all love Rage. They're like, I might not like their politics, man, but they rock. So, which is
nobody could string in like lyrics like he could. I mean, he had the gift, truly. And what the guitarist could do with making different sounds, it was unbelievable. I mean, truly an incredible band at the time.
I mean, I don't know anybody who was growing up in the 90s that didn't own a Rage album and didn't appreciate the music. Whether you liked their politics or not was unimportant. These guys made great music, and regardless, anybody should be able to appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and my cousins going out to Lake Havasu and going out to the Sandbar, and Rage would be pumping out there, and women doing various things, and
some guys too,
oh yeah, it was a great time to be alive, let's just say. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good times.
Well, And we'll, like I said, we're gonna chat about it for sure. But the question is, where is Rage now? When a lot of people are saying we need them most. We need their message. I hear that a lot on the left. And I was like, okay, well, they're older guys. I think they've tried to reunite a couple times. It just didn't work.
I mean, they got to be in their mid-50s by now, I'd think, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say they might be a little. Yeah. But that's who we're going to be
early 50s.
Doing a dive on these two. So yeah, what I wanted to do again was pick just two moments in 92, because there's a lot of shit that happened in 1992. There's the riots that happened. Sublime had a great album in 1992 as well. But I just feel Rage was like, before, there really wasn't an act like Rage before. Sublime, they're pretty original as well.
Sublime was absolutely epic, especially where in Southern California. I mean, everyone was listening to Sublime, and the fact that he died right before the album came out is just a shame. I mean, I knew a lot of people that used to go to the Sublime concerts that were the what do you call it, the fake bands who are just covering Sublime, and they used to follow those people around. So I think Sublime would have been even bigger, but unfortunately, heroin sucks.
Yeah, what I remember about him, because I loved that album that hit in 92, and I can probably still sing half the songs by heart today. But one of the things I remember the most about him was that after his death, that there was, as the music was getting big, there was a thing that came out where he was talking about, how artists not getting big until after their death was. I don't remember the exact quote, so I don't want to misquote the guy, but it was something to the effect that he didn't like that too much, and so it was just very ironic that ended up happening to him.
Well, it's just a shame
good
that
music, though. God, it was good.
It's a real shame that the music industry or the music company screwed his family so bad, and they ended up getting next to nothing for that.
Yeah.
But
that's pretty much the music industry. Right. I mean,
that doesn't surprise me. Surprise me. So let's say hi to people in the chat, man. Again, we want to thank. We got a nice crowd. It's El Midnight Hours, our second week in a row on a Sunday night. I think we're gonna keep this going, especially with the homies Jake D in Austin, out of Austin, and Eric K in Northern California. We got some cool mofos here with us. Like I said earlier, Tina, thank you for stopping by. Clobbering Times is here. Look who's lurking. Look who's lurking, Kai.
You love Kai, man. Love Kai.
Pinche Kai. Don't love him too much, man.
I got a girlfriend. Relax. Calm yourself down. Come on, Polly.
And the leader of the Guinea Pig Collective, El Tomas. Tommy, man. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with one of us, with us this evening. And we just want to keep good times rolling. Death by Saber. Hola. And he talked about System of a Down. I mean, there's some great bands. Another
good one.
Yeah.
It was a good time for music, Yeah,
it really was.
The early to mid 90s were great for music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so
Studios
many of them.
Is here. What's up, Cooper? No, I have not forgotten our Outland challenge. So we're going to be in a couple of weeks streaming the movie Outland with Sean Connery. And I said he had a stream the other night talking shit about Outland. I'm like, you guys are. All right, I'll be nice. You guys are wrong. You guys are so wrong. We got people watching. I really want to get Shell in here before I start playing the. I want to replay our intro, and then we're going to talk about some other stuff. But Shell, I really want to get Shell on here. See, now they're going for the hard rock, the Pantera, and the Korn.
Oh God, I saw Korn a couple of years ago. It was like they were cutting that same album. It was unbelievable. They were on stage at Fiddler's Green, if you guys know that venue in Denver. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it sounded like they were cutting their original debut album. Unbelievable. They're still killing it.
And this goes back to like planning too much for shows. Let me just do one movie and one album that has Mexicans or Latinos in them because it is called the Latino fucking slant, and then we'll just take it from there. You know
what's cool, Paulie? I share some of your shows with my oldest daughter. I sort of screen which ones I'll let her see because she's only 12. But because my daughters are Latinas, and I like her seeing somebody who comes from that perspective because she doesn't get a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really get it from me, right? I mean, look at me. But, so when you touch on some of that stuff, it's cool because it's not a perspective that she gets, and I like sharing that with her.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I hope that they dig the slant. There is actually a lot of content on the channel that they can check out, especially like film reviews. And then have them check out, and anyone, please check out the stuff that me and Shmuel, our Barrio Boychek, we've done a lot of like kind of like historian based videos on the Zoot Suit riots, on the Pachucos of the 40s, and how he sets the record straight. Barrio Boychek just like knows the shit, and those are really good. They would really dig those. And then we connected it to the show Penny Dreadful, which was really, really shitty, but we had high hopes. We had high hopes. It was. You talk about a woke, garbage, trash, fire, whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got one of the wokest Ninja Turtles out there. Nah, just kidding. What the fuck are you talking about? Shellback.
What the hell you say?
How you doing, man?
Oh, all right.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir.
We have a show here. We're like, energy to midnight hour.
Okay, hold on.
There you go. So yeah. All right. So did you catch the intro, Shell?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, we're gonna play it again for people that did not catch it. I think it'd be a good time to replay it. What do you guys think?
Hit it.
Okay, let's watch that, and then we'll be right back. Here we go.
Killing in the name of. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Ooh. Killing in the name of.
Come on, y'all.
All right, we'll play the end of that. That's just a regular intro, but
wow, that's some Perry Chan stuff going on.
Oh yeah? Wow, I don't know about that, but
that's better than I could do.
You're right though. You're right though about killing in the name of, because, dude, I couldn't tell you how many times I've heard that song played like in the barracks or when we were on deployment and stuff. And I mean, we're, that's kind of what that song is about a little bit too. What we were, what we're out and about, around the world doing, as military guys, but I mean, we're all, and it's true, like you said, it didn't matter, political affiliation, when you hear that, down, down, it's like you're throwing up the horns and
getting jazzed up and ready to go.
Well, it works on so many levels, their music, so we will be going into their first album, which came out in 1992. So did El Mariachi. And so, yeah, but I brought Shell on so we could talk about Cobra Kai, Do or Die. Yeah. So what has happened is that the show was originally on YouTube, and it went to Netflix. Netflix just recently put it up, both seasons, and it looks like it's going to get a third season next year, which sucks because you're like, I want the third season now.
Well, we ain't got much of this year left, so hopefully it'll be somewhat earlier in the year, next year.
So, what'd you think, man?
Oh, dude, I mean, okay, so if Lucasfilm, or should I say, Kennedy Film, if Kennedy Film could have done Star Wars like they've done Cobra Kai, not only would everybody be happy, but which I don't know if you'd say fortunately or unfortunately, but the fandom menace probably wouldn't exist if they would have done Star Wars the way they've done Cobra Kai. But yeah, I mean, if as far as like a continuation of a saga, if you will, they've done this right. I mean, Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, it's just, yeah.
I'll get into my deep dive in a minute, but we have a tip from Eric. So I'm like, Eric K just gave us a tip. So thank you, man. And I'm still trying to figure this out. Stream Elements was supposed to put it up. I didn't see that they announced it, so I got to work that widget out. But he gets the grito treatment. So here we go. Every time someone gives a tip on the show, I get my locals out here. Here we go. A huevo.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, Eric. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Hail to the slant, huh?
Hail to the slant, man, or onwards and upwards. So Cobra Kai, it's exactly what Shellback is saying. This is a perfect blueprint on how you treat your legacy, your legends, and how you integrate new characters without destroying the past. Oh my God, is this show? And then the thing with this show is that me and my girlfriend were doing a deep dive on it the last couple of nights. So that tells you something. When my girlfriend and myself are watching the same show, right? Because the nostalgia level is high enough to where she's like, "Oh, Ralph Macchio, oh Johnny, I recognize that song," you know, that type of stuff, right? She doesn't talk like that, by the way.
I hope not.
No, but so that's the blueprint. And when you get a blueprint and you get really fantastic writing, really good actors, and really well executed direction, you go to other shows like I jumped into The Boys or I jump into something else, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, plot holes, you know, or stuff that's uneven, you know, because this Cobra Kai show really yeah, and I don't want to give too much. I want you guys to see it. And I thank you all for being here tonight, man. We got a good crowd. Been having a good crowd.
I know it's so hard. It's so hard to talk about it without spoiling it for somebody who hasn't seen it yet. Whatever rock you've been hiding under, okay. Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
No.
I mean, well, speaking for myself, I don't mind spoilers, but that's just me.
Yeah. So you know, we all know. I mean, I own Karate Kid. Karate Kid is up there with Rocky, Star Wars, Superman. I own that. I've owned that movie for years. For us to get to like someone like Johnny Lawrence, I mean, that's fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. It's brilliant what they did, because it wasn't like, oh yeah, well, let's bring back Daniel-san, and you know, and then he'll be the good guy again.
They gave Johnny a hell of a backstory for this. Hell of a backstory.
Yeah. And so and then with the new characters, you know, and yes, as a Latino kid, yes, as a black woman and girl, and a Daniel LaRusso's son, daughter is a karate badass. But the teenagers, and they're idiots, and yet they're great, and yet they're make mistakes, and you know, I'm like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's. I mean, one of the things that I think some people in the fandom menace react a little bit too harshly to sometimes is some of those things that you just listed off just there. Mm-hmm. Diversity is not wokeness, and representation of various different walks of life in and of itself is not wokeness. If these people are part of the story and they're characters that are complex and nuanced with depth, that's what matters more than anything else. Do you care about them? You know, and what I hear everybody say about this show is exactly what the two of y'all are saying. And when it was on YouTube, I never kind of reached out to even figure out how to watch it, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But now that it's on Netflix, it's definitely a show I'm gonna sit down and watch.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, I'm almost, you know, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad we got it, and I'm glad we're getting to see it together. Clobber Time says, and to think they had to pay DC Comics back then for the rights to the name of their film, The Karate Kid. Interesting.
I did not know that.
Did not know that either.
Yeah.
It is executive produced by Macchio, William Zabka, and Will Smith, and I believe one of his sons or daughters, one of the Pinkets, a Pinkett.
I didn't know that.
Was interesting too.
I didn't know their family was involved in financing this.
Because DC Comics had the character in the Legion of Superheroes named Karate.
Really? That makes sense.
Never knew that. I told you, man. We got the dude. That is cool. Thanks for the info.
I had no idea.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever noticed Will and Jada's name in the, any producing credits or whatever.
Oh yeah,
for Cobra Kai.
Every episode, executive produced Will Smith, and then it's not Jada Pinkett, it's like one of the kids, Pinkett's. Because you got to remember, they had the movie. I guess I don't know what rights they had, but they did the Karate Kid, redo, which was it was all right.
I guess I've been just too hyped up on the episodes to pay attention to the credits. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. But they, the Jackie Chan was, first of all, wasn't karate, right? It was in China and it was kung fu. But I guess they kept the name. But he was great. But this is different. It's not. They're not rehashing, which is which is so wonderful because Johnny's character. We were talking about this I was talking about this in a meeting today. In one of my oh man, I didn't have the power on. Let me plug this shit in. In one of my AA meetings, and we're like so in love with the character Johnny Lawrence because it's like he's such an alcoholic, rehashing the past, can't let it go, makes a choice, fucks up, tries again, fucks up, It was great.
And may I say he's a remarkably good driver for being as blitzed as he is sometimes.
Right.
Well, having Ralph Macchio beat you up might drive anyone to drink. But Will Smith has actually produced 40 different things. I just looked it up.
Yeah. Him and Caleb Pinkett are showing up as the producers.
There you go.
Just like you said.
Let's say hi to some
that must be
people
Jada's brother or something.
It's probably a kid. These kids are like in their 20s by now. Cold-blooded critic is here. Hail, cold-blooded. This guy is a funny man. He's got that dry sense of humor. We got to get him on one of these shows. I invited him to come today, but all good, man. We have a wonderful crew with us, group watching, and we got Shellback, Eric K, my boy Jake D. We're just talking about kind of weekend wrap-ups. You guys have any kind of weekend shit you did this last couple of days, or maybe tomorrow? Anyone see a movie in an actual theater?
Not this weekend, but I did roll out to Tenet on Tuesday, and you're not getting good reviews. What is going on with that? I mean, I'm hearing a lot of mixed. The biggest complaint I'm hearing is people don't like the sound. I didn't have any problem with the sound mix in the theater that I was in. I'm hearing enough people say that the sound sucked that I don't see any reason to doubt it. But it was fine in the theater I went to. I was at a regular old, like an Alamo Draft House type of place.
Well, can't you get it like on like VOD or whatever? No. Okay.
Oh, not yet. Oh, he doesn't want that shit going on, right?
Well, movie theaters have been out of business so long. Maybe they forgot how to set the sound.
I don't know, man. The one that I went to, the sound was fine. I understood what everybody was saying, no problem. The music wasn't overpowering nothing. The effects weren't overpowering. Sound was fine in the theater I went to, and that's been the number one complaint that I heard. And then the next complaint I heard was some of the stuff that the drinker talked about on his review that he put up. And I don't disagree with him, but it didn't ruin the movie for me because I was just sitting down having some fun seeing a Nolan flick on a big screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, guys,
it's nice to get out it.
Let's take a quick break, we'll talk about our weekends and theaters in a second. But we're just getting all these demands to roll out all our female co-hosts. So let's say hello to all our female co-hosts, starting with the OG Linda Carter.
Linda, hello.
Linda, listen, Linda. And that, obviously that's her bringing her hair back. Yeah, get it, Shell. Y también, this is her just like getting ready to kick some ass, so she's got to make sure her hair's right. Como así. And then bringing up the new crew of Latina women is one of Kai's favorite new actresses, Naomi Gonzalez. Naomi, hello, man. Hello.
Hey, hats off to her. Come on, what are you doing there, Paulie?
I got a pillow. I got a pillow. Look.
Oh my god! All right, Cochino. And then she's gonna be in Selena on Netflix. She's gonna be playing the sister, and so that's pretty dope. And it looks like we're doing a live to record interview with her. She wants to come on the show, guys. Her team is scared shitless of us, which they should be. So,
well, I'll be happy to reassure her that you're perfectly capable of being a very respectful interviewer, Paulie.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but there's me. I know I will, but look at homie.
Paulie, just get me in touch with her, and I will assure her that you are a true gentleman.
Oh yeah, no. So we've been friends, we've been buddies, and one of her friends, Chelsea Rendon, is in the movie Murder in the Woods, and we're a big Chelsea fan as well. Chelsea is she's a firecracker, so I really want to get these actresses on the Slant Show somehow. So it's gonna happen. And real fast, Murder in the Woods is actually still in the theaters, guys.
Oh, is it?
It also stars Danny Trejo.
Oh, yeah. I love Danny Trejo.
Nice.
Dude, how do you not love Danny Trejo? That movie is actually
going to be available on VOD, like, I think within a week or two, by like the 18th or something like that. Yeah. All right, there you go. There you go, guys. A bunch of cochinos.
Dude,
I remember you showed the trailer for that. That looked real good.
Yeah. Oops, I know that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I might be feeling Chelsea more than Noemi, but
yeah. I mean, that's a good. You know what? They're both beautiful. They're both.
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, no doubt.
And Trejo tacos.
I just don't want to.
My Saber. What's up, brother?
I just don't want to have to compete with Kai. So, if Kai can have Noemi, and I'll go for Chelsea.
Eric K, you gave us another tip. You're killing us. You're killing us.
Well, you got to get the grito again.
But we're for all this is for Eric K and all the homies. Let me bring out my toothless brother to give you a shout out. Anytime anyone does a tip, this is what you get. Eric K with the $2 tip. Gracias, hombre. Gracias.
And Murder in the Woods, September 18th on VOD, Polly.
Right. So what we're going to try to do is we're actually going to try to get a interview with either Chelsea and the writer. Hope maybe both. So we'll figure that out. I know a couple people. I know some people. Yo, hey, how you doing? I know some people. Okay, so let's check in with our chat real quick. Okay. Shill and Ted embrace the seed. Wait, I don't think they liked it. Okay, we're going back to if we saw what movies we saw this past weekend. Bill and Ted Face and Music, it blows, according to Death by Saber.
What?
I saw Bill and Ted last week.
Yeah.
And I took the girlfriend to see it, and she thought it was the best of the three. I enjoyed it for what it was. I loved Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably got a lot of nostalgia hypnosis going on, just like our good buddy Tom does, because I loved those movies when I was a kid. Man, I was just the right age when they hit theaters, and I loved them, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I didn't expect something to be an amazing movie. I was looking for Bill and Ted, and I got Bill and Ted.
Hey, we got a good.
All you need.
We got a great crew watching, guys. A couple of things, people that are watching. First, please subscribe to my channel. Second,
Yes, please
subscribe to everyone's channel that's here on the panel. We're entertaining. We're giving you the best in the world that the world has to offer at this time and hour. But also share this video, do the tweets and do the bleeps and all that good stuff. I really appreciate you all. Clobbering Times went to see Empire Strikes Back a couple weeks ago at an AMC theater. The sound was terrible.
Wow, the sound is what really gives the power to the movie.
I mean, especially that one. Yeah. All right. Well, but thanks for that.
And then, God, the first movie I saw back at theater was Raiders about 3 weeks ago.
Good flick,
dude.
Death by Saber. He said, I really enjoyed Bill and Ted 1 and 2. Well, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, and I fully admit I may have just really wanted to enjoy it, and so therefore I did. Totally admit possible bias on that. My opinion could be worth shit on that movie.
Well, that's the other thing is we're also very, very hungry for new great content. And,
I thought they did a good job. I mean, there's people that are like, well, on at the end of Bogus Journey, it was like, oh, little Bill and little Ted, it's like, it was two little boys or whatever, and it's like, okay, yeah, but they were babies, and they, it's totally plausible that they were little girls, because I mean they, when you're a newborn, it takes you a while to, to grow out that hair and stuff, so, but I mean, I thought they did it really well, with, calling one Billy and the other one Thea, I mean, it was fine. Plus, I mean, some people are like, oh my God, it's going to be woke, because they're, it's daughters instead of sons and yada, yada. But I mean, they love their dads. They do anything for their dads. They respected them. I mean, it's good stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off.
Oh no, I agree with you, Shellback. They were good dads. They loved their wives. They were true to their wives, and they wanted things to work out. They loved their kids. And they still wanted to fulfill what was supposed to be their destiny from what they were told from the time they were teenagers, right? And it was a family film. It was about the whole family coming together and work together at the end, and the power that united the universe comes out of Bill and Ted's guitar. And I mean, I wanted a movie I could walk in and enjoy and laugh at, and that's what I got.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I think they kind of missed the boat on Bill and Little Ted. I mean, they could have extended the whole franchise out if they got that right.
Well, Death by Saber really gave his opinion. He didn't like the daughters. Just my opinion, home slice. Orale, slice.
I forgive your opinion.
I forgive your wrong opinion. Oh, that's hilarious.
I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself.
I think we can definitely all agree that the New Mutants was utter shit, though, right?
I haven't seen that one, so I don't know.
These are funny, man.
And that's the sucky thing, though, is like, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I've always liked, the whole mutant aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the 90s animated X-Men. I mean, that was like one of my favorites ever. And like, I was already, graduated from high school by the time that came on TV. But dude, you'd swear I was a little kid because I mean, I watched it religiously, so.
I was so disappointed in the Apocalypse movie that it kind of just threw me off for all mutant movies. The Logan was good though. I mean, I did like that, but
yeah. I still, which I mean, if you want to talk about it, that's fine. Because I don't know. I guess I'm like Jake. I mean, people can spoil the shit out of something, but if I want to go see it, I'll still go see it. But yeah, I haven't seen Logan yet. But
oh really?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But yeah. I mean, I've seen snippets of it, and I know enough, like what's going on. I mean, the little girl is obviously X-23 or whatever the character is.
X-23.
So, yeah.
No, it's a dark, great tale.
It's a good flick.
Yeah, and definitely worth watching if you haven't seen it. Definitely.
Yeah, you should be able to pick it up relatively inexpensively on VOD, even if it's just a rental now.
Yeah.
So,
well, these days with my, sorry, I was just going to say these days with my broke ass, I'll probably sail the high seas for it.
La 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 la.
Unless I happen to find it, in one of the discount bins at Walmart or something,
It is on Hulu. If you have that.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, so one of the other things I wanted to talk about tonight in the midnight hour with all the homies here, Jake D, Eric K, Shellback, thanks for joining me, gentlemen, and everyone in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone is doing well as we stay up late. It is tomorrow, Labor Day weekend. Labor Day, right? Officially, correct?
Exactly.
Where Shellback and I are, it already is.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. I thought you were.
I'm on Pacific time, north. Like you. Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought you were east of me for some reason. No, I'm thinking of clobbering times.
Seriously, especially the way things are politically. I wished I lived in your neck of the woods. Okay. In fact, if things were like perfect right now, I'd probably live somewhere on the Texas Gulf Coast, say like around Galveston or something.
Gotcha.
But anyway.
Yeah. So,
well, I guess just where I am then.
No, we got. I know we have people all over the country hanging out. Tommy, I think Mad's Mama Bear is lurking as well. And speaking of Mad's Mama Bear, she's going to be my new co-host on a series we're going to start. Let me play you guys the little. It's a very quick intro here. Very quick thing. Here we go.
Yes. Yes.
Gillian Anderson
X-Files.
was a pretty lady.
Yeah. September 10th, 1993 will mark the 27th anniversary of the first airing of the X-Files. And so we are going to stream, watch party, an episode a week, starting with the pilot. And I am really excited to bring something to the fandom community that's not talked about a lot, which is this seminal show that was just groundbreaking on so many levels. And it's this Thursday night. It's going to be after the Latino Slant. It'll be 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so what we're going to do is we are going to have our Discord channel stream the show. So you can watch with us via Discord on the server, or you can watch with your own Hulu account and watch the episode with us. Interesting enough, the pilot, it's dated. Who's making all that noise? Right, all right. The pilot, the show itself, the storyline of the pilot is dated in 1992. Even though it debuted in 93, events took place in 1992. So it's like, oh, this is too cool that we're in the 1992 of this week. A couple of facts about this pilot. This pilot, in fact, is the only pilot that didn't have the only episode that didn't have the theme song at the beginning, which is it was a cold opener. It was filmed earlier in the year, and especially Scully, she had a completely different look. This was more of the look of the show, season 1. But in the episode, her hair was made and her outfit was made to look like Jodie Foster's character, Clarice Starling, from Silence of the Lambs. So you can see from episode 1 to episode 2, a completely different looking Scully, which I thought was really interesting. Scully is, what's that?
I said either one.
I'll take either one.
Yeah.
Dude, she was one of my first TV show crushes when I was growing up.
Dude, the bad thing though was there was so much good stuff on TV back then. I didn't really watch this that much. So I don't know that as good as this show is, because I mean it is really good show. There was something else on that I guess I thought I needed to watch more than that, but I mean I'm totally down. I'm totally down for viewing it on here.
So are you going to be EFAPing it afterwards, or what's the plan, Paulie?
So the plan is we'll start the live stream about, and my co-host is Mads Mama Bear, which that's really exciting as well. She'll be finishing up Queen's Council, and then we'll jump on 8 p.m. So we'll wait about 5 minutes. We'll talk about some trivia about the show, and then we'll start the stream on Discord. But basically, that Discord is Hulu. We'll be running the Hulu. So if you guys have Hulu yourself, we'll all watch it at the same time, and then afterwards we'll break down the story. But this is the most important thing about the pilot, which was so important in the casting, was setting the tone of this relationship of the two, because they're the ones who just drove the entire X-Files. And the answer to Shellback's question is, it was in danger of being canceled. Even though it had decent ratings, it was in danger of being canceled after the first season. It was a Friday night. It was a late slot, which was kind of cool because they would create standalone episodes called Monster of the Week episodes. You had your alien government through line, throughout the entire series, right? That was always there. They always went back to that. But then they'd have these standalone episodes called Monsters of the Week that you didn't have to watch any of the other X-Files. You watch that one episode and you'd be like, wow, it's like its own little movie. So the pilot, though, sets the ground for the relationship and the alien cover-up and the government just kind of playing head games with Mulder. Mulder's a believer. Scully is the skeptical scientist. Fantastic. Fantastic, guys.
I had forgotten that the cigarette smoking man was even in the pilot.
He is. He has no lines in it, but he is in it because
he is in it.
And that's part of one of the facts is the cigarette smoking man is there in the room when they bring Scully in to debrief her before she meets Fox Mulder. He's just like checking her out, like, don't look at me.
And she keeps looking at him. She's giving him a look.
Yeah, because they're not acknowledging him in the scene. They don't acknowledge him. And so they're asking, like, have you ever heard of Fox Mulder? And she's like, yeah, he's like infamous at Quantico. They would call him Spooky Mulder. But he was one of the greatest profiler minds of serial killers. That he captured this one serial killer that you names, and then she keeps looking at him. He's just like, don't fucking look at me.
Yeah, because when you were talking about doing this, I went ahead and just bought the season off of Amazon because I didn't want to subscribe to Hulu, so I just bought it.
Yeah,
and I was watching that pilot again today. I was like, oh man, all these things I've forgotten.
Yeah. Well, the pilot, and we'll really break it down. But I just wanted to, we'll have fun facts, guys. We'll really, we'll watch the show, and then afterwards we'll have a discussion, answer questions. But a couple of, just basic facts is Dana Scully's is named after Vince Scully, who's the great broadcaster of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Creator Chris Carter is an LA boy like me. He grew up listening to Vince Scully and the Dodgers, and he grew up in Bellflower, and Bellflower is like 15 minutes away from here, and he named the town in the pilot Bellflower. So cool little fun facts, guys. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Let's put up the flyer. Look at this nifty flyer I made, guys. Oh wait,
dude, I love it.
This doesn't have Mad's Mama Bear though. All right, we're gonna take it off.
That's fine.
You can get Mama Bear added in easy enough.
Yeah. No, I just downloaded an old one. So we'll do it right now. Yeah, so people in the chat, there it is. It's kind of crazy.
There you go.
Yeah. So September 10th, 8 p.m. We'll start with episode 1. Mad's Mama Bear will join us.
Dude, that's gonna be appointment for me every week, Paulie.
Cool, and it's early enough. Let's see what's going on. Eric K, you've been a little quiet. Any
Oh, I was about ready to do my impression, but it looks fun though. I'm looking forward to it. I should have done what Jake D did and ordered it off of Amazon or eBay or something, and got it so I could be prepared and all that. And, see what the pilot, and it's been so long since I watched it. I know I used to watch it every week, but yeah, that was
it's one of them shows where, I mean, me personally, I'd like to find it on DVD or Blu-ray. I mean, physical media.
Yeah. What'd you all think of the movie though?
Which one?
Well, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So there's one that came out in 98 and there's one that came out in 2008, and then there were 2 mini seasons. I'll get the years for you, but one was like 2015, 2016, one was 2018, I believe, and they were decent. There was 1 or 2 excellent episodes, The other ones were kind of okay. The movies, they had their problems. I'll just say that. You know,
the two revival seasons, to their credit, they still felt like the X-Files.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Way better. I'll take those 2 seasons any day over seasons 8 and 9, where Mulder wasn't there. Those were just a mess. The show should have ended at the end of season 7. It was already kind of like, kind of struggling just to wrap it up with Mulder's daughter, with Mulder's sister, and it's like he got his answers. That's it. Let them go off to sunset.
Well, changing an iconic show like that, changing up the cast is just a recipe for disaster. I mean, there's been so many times where people have changed up. I mean, look at just recently 2.5 Men, Top Gear, when they changed up the hosts on there. It just never seems like it has the same flow, and it's just hard to accept the change,
Tommy, get some rest. This man does not stop working for the fandom, but you need to rest. So, listen, this is here's the deal. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so if you don't get some rest tonight, I'm gonna fly to Florida, and we're gonna have a talk. Love you, Tommy. Oh man, we got did you guys see the video? We got all the cups. Eric K. Shellback, you see the video?
Yeah, I gave it a like. I didn't. I was busy at the time, so I didn't put a little post on it. But yeah, I gave it a like. Those look great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we have our little cups, and we did the first round.
Oh, the cups, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Well, it sounded like you said cops, and I'm like, what? Like, when the cops come, all I hear is whoop whoop whoop. No.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, the cups.
Machini 90.
Hey, Shellback, we're sending the cops over to you.
Yeah. No, don't swat me, please.
Well, it would make interesting video. We would go viral then.
Right. Well, I mean, the door's like right over there, so you'd get as soon as they came in, you'd get a good view. Yeah.
¿Qué pasó, Shellback? Machini 90. He's been real busy. He's been very busy. He's a busy man.
Dude, talk about an awesome talent, freaking Machini, man.
Machini does some amazing art.
I mean, I mean,
on the run.
Yeah. People like me who can, do good to draw stick figures, look at Machini's stuff and it's like, oh God.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You'll kill yourself. You'll kill yourself. But yeah, so to wrap it up with what we're doing with the X-Files, we'll also talk about some of the choices that creator Chris Carter made that, stuff after season 4 just really got a little tired and started to retread. Some of the casting choices he made, I have big questions on. But it's still the X-Files, and the first 4 seasons pretty much perfect television, and some great stuff. So we'll start with the pilot. All right.
Well, it was one of those shows that people just watch and then later on talk about it around the water cooler, Did you see this? Did you see that? It was kind of like a Game of Thrones type thing, only way back when.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the Sopranos weren't really the Sopranos just yet. So this was like the kind of this was really the Fox network, television network, their first must-see TV.
Oh yeah, I mean, that much I do know is that the X-Files was like the Fox Network's bread and butter for a good while. Yeah.
I mean, they're big three shows that really got the network going. I mean, it's Married with Children, and it's The Simpsons, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, those three shows don't exist. Fox doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. I'm slow on I got one screen, it's popping, and then I don't know, but let me just say hail to Captain Trek. Yeah, I think on one screen it's just slow, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but, the StreamYard screen, it's delayed when the chat's coming in.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right, I'm gonna ignore that. All right, cool. Well, hail Captain Trek. Yeah, looking on, there's so much activity going on these channels just this weekend. Just to admire these great YouTube creators, from Gary to OG Star Wars just went on like maybe a couple hours before us, and she was watching was it Darth Angelus, his channel. He's an animator creator, and he's doing Heir to the Empire episode by episode.
I saw somebody put that in a chat somewhere today and said we should check that out.
Oh yeah. It's been around for a while, but he'll add new chapters of animation, which is fantastic. And she's the white T screen says always okay. Oh, thanks so much. I'm gonna read shit, so that's how I am. I'm still very new to this, and I'm running off of old equipment and shit. I'm just amazed at the diversity and the breadth of what this talent, what everyone's covering just this weekend alone. From seeing your review to Gary to that Star Wars girl this morning, and OG Star Wars. Anything this weekend that you guys saw that you really dug, as far as from your YouTube creators out there? Not everyone at once.
I've spent like 2/3 of the day streaming, man. I got
streaming. How about Eric? You kick it off.
Say that one more time. Sorry,
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I know. No. I was.
You know what? That's why you gave me tips, so you can just be like, oh. Showback.
Stuff that I've seen on Twitter. Man, I don't know. Like my go-to Twitter stuff is like the Dark Council and the Queen's Council. Mm-hmm. Our boy Kai, he had a good stream today.
I saw that he had some nice
yeah.
He had some nice people on there, and some really good some really cool people in the chat as well.
Yeah.
But kind of keeping with part of what we're talking about. Final Death Star. I don't know if you know who he is yet. But he
I follow him.
Yeah, he's part of like the whole Rogue 4 whatnot with Stephen Walton and and Sporking News podcast and all that. But anyway, he's got a little series that he's doing called Enter the Nether. And he talks about stuff like, UFOs and he's doing a thing with what is it, monoliths or whatever, stuff like the pyramids in Egypt and Mexico and all that, and the possible alien stuff, so yeah.
Okay, all right, so
Well,
you like that.
I just
we got a cold-blooded critic says Nerd Erotic, Doomcock, Midnight's Edge, and Polly are my top 4. Then he says, and not necessarily in that order. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go now because
you're not going now. No.
You have
to do whatever you want, huh? No, go ahead, buddy.
So I would say I definitely always go to the slant first. I mean, Latino Slant, probably the best channel out there.
You're definitely sleep deprived there.
Paulie, I saw a great interview about this movie Millennium Bugs. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah.
But let's see. I go, of course, to Gary Neurotic. I'm at every one of his, and then definitely I've been going to Odin's a lot. He has some great takes. Don't agree with him all the time, but he thinks Bat Meth Sparkles is going to be really good, and I still do not see it. How a 160-pound man can be punching and kicking 250-pound villains and throwing them around, but hey, to each his own. Comics Division, I've been checking out him a little bit. Let's see.
Comics Division a lot.
Yeah, he's real good. Of course, smooth. I hang out with Doomcock and listen to him sing everybody and do a couple of rants, and that's always good. But that's pretty much all I've had time for lately.
And I'm not asking like who's your favorite guys. I'm asking like just this weekend, like because there was a lot. People were just a lot of content.
My favorite quick video.
I'm not
this
trying
weekend.
to get like who's your favorite.
Well, Odin did a review on Mulan, and he said the CGI was horrible on that, and I could see it through basically watching the extended trailers and the trailers and stuff. I mean, there was this one scene where a guy shot an arrow up, and another guy caught it. And
pause. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, I can change that. I can change that real quick by unsubbing from Kai.
No. Oh my God. Oh snap. No, we love Kai. Kai's like my little brother, man. And I had the honor of actually having a lunch with him a few weeks ago. It was the first time meeting him in person, and it's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Had some Al Pastor.
Oh my God. But Soul Assassin's here. What's up, Soul? ¿Qué pasó? Hey baby, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah.
Thought I was your only vato. Yeah. Anyone know that song?
I recognize it, but I couldn't sing to it.
Texas Tornadoes, biatch.
Oh yeah.
Jake, come on.
I told you I recognized it. I just couldn't sing to
it. Blanco Jimenez, Freddie Fender.
Yeah, I used to listen to them back in the day, but I would have to hear it. I would have to hear it again, with the music and all. But
Well, I'm not about to torture y'all with my singing, so.
Right. Tommy's got last video. He didn't use the funny versions I sent. Okay, I thought that was like your favorite. I think that's their riff in there. Latino San, you are the best, pal. From Clobbering Times. Clobbering Times. Death by Saber. Latino Slant, Kermit the Log, Snow Dub, Rides, Rants, Stupendous Waves, Top 5 YouTube I watch.
That should say Rhodes. He means Rhodes.
Rhodes Rants?
Yeah, okay. An O instead of an I. Yeah.
Cool.
Kermit the Log.
Gracias, Death. And guys, I encourage you before the night's end to subscribe to this man right here, right there, my buddy. He's got a great new channel and got like over 50 subs. We got to get you to 100, man.
I hit 52 today.
Yeah.
So about 35 days. I'm not bad. It's all right.
You know what? You having a good time?
I am. I love doing the streams with groups of people. It's a lot of fun, and making my way and putting the videos together and things like that. And it's a good time. I'm enjoying it. It's a great hobby. I haven't had a good engaging hobby in ages, so this is great.
Yeah, and that was great advice that our boy Uncle Gary was giving us today. His membership streams are just,
they're fun.
They're really fun.
How about them Dodgers though, huh, Paulie?
It's tough to get on his streams, but it is fun.
It is. I was very lucky. Oh, did they lose?
I don't know. I was just parroting you from earlier.
Yeah, they lost 2 in a row. Kai says, I was going to say I'm sexier, so I know ultimately I'll be all right. YouTube ain't big enough. Ándale, Kai. Pastor es mejor. Oh, he knows that song. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? I almost put it in our little intro. I'm trying to find like a different flair for the midnight hour.
Dude, I actually grew up with my dad singing "Before the Next Teardrop Falls." So, yeah, I grew up with some Freddie Fingers.
And wasted nights.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that
Freddie.
one too.
That's Freddie. That's from the 70s.
Yeah, my dad really liked Freddie Fender, so yeah, I heard Freddie quite a bit growing up.
Well, we were just talking about Last Slant, Milagro Beanfield War, the Robert Rodriguez movie he did in '88. Freddie played the mayor of the town. Like a little all-star cast of Latino musicians. Him and Ruben Blades played some characters. Yeah, it's not a bad film. I liked it more than I thought I would. I hadn't seen it in years. So, yeah, back to this community. Eric, did you have any other?
I've been watching this one, Hall & Oates.
Uh-huh.
Well, he put out this thing called Live at Daryl's House.
Oh yeah,
and it's on YouTube, and I've been watching a lot of that. He brings in anything from like new people to old people. From he brought in the OJs and he was singing with them and singing his music. It's really pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. Yeah, but I have to say though, Jake, your numbers are off, man.
Oh, are they?
You're not at 52. You're at 53 now.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Sheldon. Thank you.
I thought I was already subscribed to you.
Put your link in the chat, Jake.
Oh, you bet.
Jake D, your channel's coming along though. You're getting better and better, and I must say you're doing good.
I'm having fun, that's the big thing.
Hey, that's half the battle.
Gotta have fun, man. And
I thought knowing was half the battle.
Are you G.I. Joe or something?
G.I.
I thought you were a
Joe.
Ninja Turtle, not G.I. Joe.
Well, I moonlight.
That's funny, man. All right, let's put him in the chat here.
But to go back to Mulan, there was one scene where the guy shoots up and another guy grabs it, throws the arrow up in the air, and she basically runs up a wall and kicks it, and it goes down with more force than he fired it up at, and stabs him straight through. And I was like, oh God. And the CGI was horrible on it too. So you're just like, wow, this just looks horrible. And then they eliminated characters from it, and it's just terrible.
Tommy, have a good
major...
night. Have a good night, Tommy. Get some rest.
Hate to do it to you, Paulie, but I gotta follow Tommy to the hay, man. It's pushing 2 a.m. So
yeah. No, we get it, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on, man. It is always a pleasure talking with y'all, interacting with the chat, and look forward to seeing y'all on my streams in the future as well. And thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We'll see you this week, and everyone's going ahead and subscribe and show some love to Jake.
All
right.
Some
rest, bro.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night, Jake. But Paulie, when you asked me that question originally, I was looking up, and they actually had an X-Files cartoon. So, and I was checking that out and going, I never even remember that at all, or even saw anything. So,
no, it's being pitched. It's being promoted. It's being pitched.
Ah, okay.
Which it basically looks like a lower decks of the X-Files. Looks absolutely horrifying. And it's I forgot who the creators are, what they're doing, but they have the blessing of Chris Carter. He's an executive producer on it. As of right now, it's just a look and see, pitch for the pilot. But it sounds absolutely stupid. So what this X-Files animated series is, it's based off of, and does this sound familiar, guys? It's the B team of the X-Files that they take the X-Files cases that Mulder and Scully would never take. They are the lower deck of the X-Files.
Okay. I thought Mulder took all the X-Files.
Correct. So there's two things here, right, with that premise, right? Mulder and Scully, their office was the basement. So you can't go lower than that.
Maybe they got a broom closet in the basement.
And Mulder never said no to a case. That's why he was always backlogged.
Right.
But those were his
in
cases.
fact, if anybody was like, no, it was Scully. Mulder was always the one going, we need to investigate this, and Scully was like, I don't know.
Yeah, totally. So I'm mildly disturbed by the news. That Chris Carter, he's not finding that, he hasn't gotten that magic right. Just let it die, man. Let it die. Maybe do a movie with the originals, but that's about it. But
I think the last movie killed it.
Well, the movie was 2018, 2008.
Yeah, but
Mach-Me 90.
that
Good
kind
night,
of wrapped
brother.
everything up.
Thanks for being here, man. We'll see you this week in general, but we gotta book you for the show. Much love, man. Much love. So this week, our special guest is on the show on the Latino Slam will be the Culture Casino. And next week, we'll be in person. Like we get to see her on the video here, Lorena Creel. If you remember last time, she was not available to be on video. Yeah, exactly. So have a good night, Makani. And this is the El Midnight Hour on the Slant. We got a nice little audience. Don't forget, do it now. I hope everyone is subscribed to the Slant. I hope you guys have we got 21 likes. Damn, that's pretty dope. It's really dope. And
I was hoping Linda would be on.
Oh,
yeah,
Linda.
no, we haven't had a
co-hosts in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in the okay. Now there you go. Salma. 54. And she's raising her hands up to everyone in the chat and to Shell.
I think she's reaching over towards me. So
yeah.
And then Linda. Her eyes are so blue.
Yeah, man. Pretty crazy.
I'm guessing she got those from her dad, and she got everything else from her mom.
Hey, whatever she got from both of them, those are some.
It works.
It works, and that's for Kai. Kai, look at it. You already said that. Look at it. No, you can't skip Salma, and it's Salma with an A. Salma.
All right, where's Chelsea? That's officially my girl now, Chelsea.
Oh, that's yours, huh, Chelsea?
Yeah, I'll take Chelsea. Yeah.
She's got a big role in The Tax Collector. She played the lead's cousin, and she was like filtering the money, and she would go pick up the money and all the drug stuff on her motorcycle. It was a cool little role. She was actually had a bigger role technically than Noemi did.
Yeah, I was checking out some images on Google a little bit ago, and there's I don't know, maybe you'd be able to tell me, but she looks like she's riding a bicycle.
Yeah, that's in her TV show. Well, it's not. It's defunct. It's after 3 seasons. Cold-Blooded Critic. She's got 2 big roles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She played this character in a TV show called Vida. So that's her on the bicycle with her hair all kind of done up. She's got the crazy what do you call it? The crazy hairstyle. So yeah, Chelsea Rendon.
I remember Vita. I'd never watched it, but I remember seeing it on, I think, Netflix or something like that, wasn't it?
It's a Hulu.
Oh, okay.
With Vita, the premise is 2 daughters of their mom passes away, but owns a bar in East LA. They come back and try to run the bar. The mom was gay, had a lover that lived there and worked there. So I got as far as maybe half the pilot. but you know, it looks like it could be something. And I know Chelsea's character was kind of like the troublemaker, you know, like, you know, screw gentrification, chica going around on a bicycle, raising hell. And so the setup, the premise looks interesting. And I actually heard that season 1 was really good. So yeah. But yeah, that's Chelsea. I don't know. She's got a couple of movies coming up. She works. These two women work. You know, it's a tough business.
That it is.
Yeah.
It'll eat you up and spit you out without even thinking about it.
Yeah. So yeah. So again, a lot so much content going on over the weekend by these YouTube guys, by these all our YouTube, our big YouTube, to our smaller ones as well. And I think for myself, you know, I'll just keep, besides the live streams, I'll make sure that whatever I record, whether it's a movie review, interview, I don't want to repeat what anyone else is doing. Like this will be the extent of a Cobra Kai review. You know, it's been done.
Paulie, do you remember a TV show? I think it was set in Florida or Miami, where it was a Latino family owned. They made tequila, I think, and I'm trying to think the name of it. Yeah.
Is this new or old?
It's a few years old. I'll look it up for you and I'll figure it out. It's bothering the heck out of me right now because I can picture the actors almost, but I just can't think of the name of it. Never mind.
So, no, but you know, like back to our content on the channel, just wanted to make sure we really stand out with different reviews, different reactions, and not only is it, you know, something that you didn't hear about, but hopefully it's something you like. Like I was pitching my film review to Gary today of La Llorona. And we talked earlier about Cobra Kai being that perfect blueprint of legacy and new. La Llorona is the perfect blueprint of a very heavily based political message underneath the horror story. Because it's a horror story to begin with, right? It's not this political message and then horror story and then characters and then story. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, it's filmed beautifully. Then it's got this really creepy style of filmmaking. Then it's a great story. And then, you know, then there's politics. But the politics of this movie of La Llorona, it makes sense that this man, and I don't want to give away too much. I really want you guys to see it. So let me just say that it's a perfect blueprint on a very heavy political message that's interwoven into this horror story. So my review's up there. A couple other good things to I recommend is on Amazon Prime is the Last Narc. I've talked about that, and that's gotten a lot of. I think we're around 300 views, and for our channel, that's huge. And that's a 4-part miniseries. It's called The Last Narc, and it is about the guy that the DEA hires or assigns. He assigns the Kiki Camarena murder. He says, go find out who did it. So he finds out that it's also the CIA who did it. And they're like, shut the fuck up. They threaten his life. They threaten everything. Like, shut up, or else we're going to pin it all on you. They actually called him a rogue agent. I mean, it's incredible. He got this one award for like the longest firefight between government agents and whatever. Like it was like a 21-minute gunfight, some shit like that. You know, he saved all these. You know, it's a great. So this guy, this true to life guy, he's like this maverick cowboy guy who's a DEA agent, and he knew Kiki, and the Mexican cartel took Kiki Camarena and just did horrible things to him.
That might be a good watch party.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. That's a really
It looks
good idea.
interesting on Amazon. I just looked it up. So.
Oh yeah, they need to make a movie with this guy. You know, like this character Hector. What's his name? Hector Barreras. He's the agent that went after the cartel to find out who did the murder. And not only did he find out, what's great about this series is that the two bodyguards that apprehended Kike, that kidnapped him, they're in this. It's so good. Yeah. It's so good. I appreciate Cold-Blooded. I appreciate you pursue ways to go outside the box from the general content available all around us. Thank you, Cold-Blooded.
Consuelo Chichata Pareles, huh?
Look who popped in.
Yeah, 1985 American
Mr.
DE
Proper.
agent.
Justin,
sorry.
Hail. Evening. So the thing with Justin is his show is at the same time on Thursday nights. So we want to do like a thing where we do like a switch. We'll figure it out. But good to see you, man. How was your weekend? I hope as well. We're talking about stuff we watched this weekend, recommending some stuff, based off of interviews and reviews that I have here on my channel. There's a show called The Last Narc, 4 parts on Amazon Prime. And it's, again, the shit that our government does to our people, to our heroes, actual heroes, right? Doing heroic work. And there's like,
I did watch a horrible movie I think Friday with Michael Pena. So
Clobber times. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. God bless. I'll talk to you this week. Well, what was the movie, Eric?
It was Fantasy Island.
Oh, that was so bad.
It was horrible. I watched the whole thing, but it was so bad. I was expecting a lot more, and it left a little to hope for. I mean, they set it up so they were going to make more, but nobody wants more of that. Oof.
Yeah, that was just like that was painful, man. That was painful.
Yeah.
Did you see that one, Shell?
I'm sorry, did I see what?
Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island. Dude, yeah, I watched Fantasy Island.
Not the TV show, the
new movie.
Oh, no.
And not the one with Malcolm McDowell.
No. Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah, but they had a movie after the one with Ricardo Montalban and Hervé Villachez. They had a movie with.
Did they really?
Yeah, with the guy from Clockwork Orange.
Really? I don't know about that.
Yes, he played Mr. Rourke. So.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
it was better than the last one. It wasn't great, but it was better than the last one. It was a little dark on the darker side, but not quite to the degree that this last one was, where basically everyone there was a demon or something, and horrible movie. I don't. I'm not worried about spoilers because I don't think anybody wants to watch it.
Yeah, go ahead. Dude,
I used to watch that show all the time, though. The TV show, that was good stuff.
You gotta love Ricardo Montalban. He was great. He was a great Hollywood actor and great in TV.
The plane, boss. The plane. Yes, tattoo. Yes.
Yeah, the tattoo is now
our host.
Yeah, the in the movie, the tattoo is now a Asian guy who got a tattoo that says tattoo on it. At the end, he says we have to have a nickname. He decides to stay on the island. He says we have to have a nickname for you, and he pulls his shirt to the side and it says tattoo because he's got a tattoo that says tattoo, and we're gonna call you that. Yeah. That was about as good as the movie got, by the way.
Yeah, you know, my girlfriend, and I thank God every day for my sexy, beautiful girlfriend.
Your sexy Brazilian girlfriend.
Correct. She is a horror nut. Any horror movie on any level, let's watch it. I've gotten more familiar, and then add all the crime investigation channels and forensic files, and it's just like before you know, we've been together for 5 years now, come up on a 5-year anniversary. Before that, I don't watch any of that. Thank you, sir. I don't watch any of that shit. This is her life, man. Every day. She turned off Fantasy Island.
She even turned it off. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if the movie if the movie is not like the TV show, I probably wouldn't want to watch it either.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know, it's Montalban. You know, he's such an underrated actor, I felt. And when they have someone else do the roles, now it's like Michael Payne has done Montalban, Mr. Work. Benedict Cumberbatch did Khan in that dreadful movie Star Trek. There's only one Khan, man. There's only one Khan.
I'm the two JJ Trek movies. I liked them all right, but I mean, like the original Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan with Ricardo, man. Oh yeah, you can't really beat that. Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing it as a kid in the theater.
Yeah. I mean,
was, you know,
dude, Ricardo got ripped for that role too, boy.
All natural. All natural. It was 62 when he did that role. Ripped as shit, man.
Well, he always had that presence, though. I mean, whatever he was doing on screen or the small screen, I mean, he commanded the presence. The whole, all your attention went to him.
Yeah.
It's like you could see that, hey, that's someone that I might follow, you know? So, I don't know. He'll always be Mr. Rourke, though, too.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Boom. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's iconic, man.
Yeah.
He's iconic, and he did a lot for the Latino community. He created a Latino theater company in Hollywood called Nosotros, which is, which eventually, how do you call it? Which eventually bought and still owns a movie theater in his name right in downtown Hollywood.
Nice.
And they do a lot of community work still to this day. The man was dedicated. You know what I mean? There he is.
Yeah. That and Hervé Villechaize.
But
he was a very angry person.
Look at that stud.
I'm trying to think of that movie, what it was. That was from a movie.
Life magazine. Life magazine.
I thought the last picture with him with a towel was from a movie, though. I could be wrong.
You might not be.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, man.
I'll
all
think
natural.
of it. I'll probably think of it later, though.
Yeah.
I'm a old movie buff, so I live by Turner Classic Movies and old movies like that.
We're here on the El Midnight Hour, Sunday nights. We're making this a thing with the homies, kind of like wrapping up the weekend. If there's anything interesting you saw, you guys want to share, recommend, and what y'all saw out there in the, out there on YouTube land as well. And then, of course, we're just shooting the shit.
Ouch.
The proverbial shit. 22 likes. That's nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Another thing we do on this channel, guys, which I don't talk about on the shows here, is the sober interviews that I do. And we just had a great interview the other night with MMA champ Nick the Ghost Gonzalez. And if you guys get a chance, check that interview out. It's about, I would say after the first half hour, he really gets going. He really gets going.
He seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting how he went in and into what was the first one he was in? Not UFC, but Bellator.
Bellator 1.
Yeah, Bellator. And then got out of that, and then he came back, and it was basically his last chance, and he got onto that card and won that on a moment's notice, basically. And yeah, fascinating guy.
It's a champ.
Pretty nice story on him.
And and he gets to have a relationship with his kids. One of his kids is in the Navy now. Shellback approved. It's a great American story, man. Second chance, So anyways, those sober interviews are on the channel as well. I mean, there's only 2 of them. There's a couple of actors that are public about their sobriety that I might ask to interview, which I think would be pretty dope.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good, man. It's good.
Hey, it's good to get that out there.
Justice. Yeah. For paleteros. That's nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah, what is up with people like that, though, man? I mean, who would knock over a freaking guy in a hot dog cart or whatever. You know, it's like what I don't know. I don't understand why somebody would do that to, you know, I don't know.
Well, it's pretty
It's like,
extreme. It's pretty extreme what that guy did, and I know
mm,
he paid the price. He lost his job. He lost a lot. The guy who did, paleteros. Those guys are so vulnerable to begin with. As far as their
mm,
just physically the work that they do. No
yeah,
one's there to watch their back. No one's there. They're not part of a union. You know, and well, one answer is it's one way is that it's not a kind world at times, and people
mm,
can do unkind things to each other, and that's what I think people in Hollywood, in the academia, and in certain circles don't seem to grasp the realities of the world at times.
mm,
That they want to you know you know what am I trying to say here? Um, come at very realistic problems with unrealistic solutions, and they're kind of just
mm,
pie in the sky shit. And so it's funny though, because those people, and they could be people on the left, people on the right, those people tend to have the most venom when you cross them and it affects their lives. You know what I mean?
mm,
Well, it's
yeah,
amazing how a lot of those people, they scream, "Do this, do that," until it affects them. And
yeah,
I don't know. My father always
Oh, excuse me.
taught me that my rights end as soon as they impinge someone else's.
mm.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I'm not gonna like, I'm gonna try and not take this into, you know, political stuff, but I mean, you know, you
hmm
got the people that are like, you know, open borders, and they're the ones that live in gated communities, you know, stuff like that, you know, it's, but
Yeah, I mean, those are very, you know, the dynamics of our society can be very complicated.
mm,
We need a certain amount of manual labor to do certain jobs. That's always going to be the case.
mm,
And the Latino community are probably the best. They have the best work ethic that you know we know hands
I
down.
wouldn't say
mm,
probably. I would say they do.
Yeah, well, and that's why they, and so they they've picked up the slack for our country. I would say, um, but when times are tough and there's economic problems, we tend to we tend to say they're the problem. So that's not good. Um, but then the people in their ivory towers, like Shellback was pointing out to people in their ivory towers, uh, will say, keep the borders open, and um,
mm,
no kids in cages, while they're behind their castle um, fences, and probably, hopefully they're treating the people they hire to raise their kids, you know, do all that stuff, that needs to be done in their mansions. Hopefully they're treating those people with respect and with a decent
mm.
wage, because it's, it can be a very it's a complicated dance sometimes.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I used to date a girl from who was from Mexico here illegally.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was it was a difficult relationship just because the language barrier a little bit, but I spoke some Spanish, she spoke some English, and yeah, beautiful girl, absolutely one of the sweetest girls you'll ever meet. So
Yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? You know, it's a life's a dance, and it takes all types to make this world go around. And when you start demonizing each other, and it sounds cliche, but once you start doing that, then we've already lost, and that's what kind of sucks. And you can blame it on a president, you can blame it on a mayor, you can blame it on your mom, your parents. you still have a life to lead, and you gotta contribute and be of service.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, and political rant.
good time to end it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, where I grew up, you know, it was mainly, you know, Caucasians and black people. I mean, there was some, you know, Mexicans that would, you know, happen to venture through, you know, like seasonally, you know, farm work type of stuff. And I don't know. I basically knew one. I don't know. I'm gonna assume they were Mexican, but they it was basically one of my best friends for a while. His aunt was married to a Mexican guy, Matt Perez, if I remember correctly, and so he was like the one, you know, the one Latino, I guess, that I knew growing up. But you know, like and this is one of the things that you know, I'm grateful for. I mean, because you know, the way I was raised, even though there wasn't a whole lot of ethnic diversity where I grew up, you know, the way I was raised, you know, it's like you know, I would treat you the same no matter what your skin color was, you know. Because you know, if I didn't, you know, my grandmother and other people would have been like, you know, but like when I got into the military, you know, you meet like people from all walks of life, you know. I mean, from, you know, old, you know, redneck hicks like myself to, you know, people that grew up in the inner city to, you know, I mean, to people who grew up outside of the country. I mean, my first command, you know, I mean, we had there's a guy from Venezuela, and another guy from Nigeria, you know, and it's like you know, you get to know these people, and it's like, you know, some of the things that you may have thought, you know, it's like, you know, you quickly realize that we're all more alike than we are different. But the one of the best things about being in the military that I took away though was, it's just the way, you know, just the way we were in the military. But you know, we'd still, you know, we got to know each other, but we'd still, you know, rag on each other and joke on each other about, you know, all the different stereotypes and stuff. You know, I mean, like, the other, the guys would like look at me, and be like, pretend, do like the bling, 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 that like the, they do the deliverance song and stuff, poking fun at
banjo.
me and,
The banjo.
yeah. And
you got a pretty mouth.
yeah. And, I'd be like, some of the Hispanic guys, I'd be like, I'd be doing my Cheech Marin impression, like, oh, hey, orderly, hey, Holmes, I was born in East LA, man, and the guy that was from Nigeria, we I mean, if any like SJW types saw us, interacting with him, they'd be like, their jaw would hit the floor because, we'd be like, hey, Suleiman, and yeah, but he'd just look at us and, freaking smile. And then, he'd come back with, like I said, he'd come back with like a deliverance thing or something on me, making fun of, my redneck style or whatever that I, grew up with. But yeah, man, that's one thing though that about the military that, the civilian population, if the civilian population acted more like, the way I learned, how to be around people in the military, it would be an improvement.
Probably. Well, when I was a little kid, I grew up in Chula Vista down in San Diego. So, and that was mostly Mexican Americans. And let's see, I grew up all around the world, though. I mean, basically high school, partially in the Middle East, and then boarding school. So I've dated girls from all over the world, though, from a girl from Kenya to a girl from China to girls from Mexico. So I even dated a Brazilian for a while there, Polly. So yes, I do know. She made sure that actually most of her friends made sure I knew all the bad words first. So.
Always the bad words, man. Oh man, we're knee deep into the midnight hour now on the West Coast. El midnight hour, orale. We made it to another day. It is Monday, September 7th. Happy Labor Day weekend. Happy Labor Day, gentlemen. Happy Labor Day. We made it. As much as people and they would want you to think we're not going to make it, we made it. Everyone's good. The majority
still
of us
still vertical after all this time.
Yeah, the majority of us. Shellback, bald looks good on you, brother. Yeah, I concur, man. I concur. So yeah, just to for people that are just joining us, it seems that we're really having a nice little crowd here.
So I don't know what it was that made me think of it during this whole stream, but this one particular movie popped into my head, and so I had to look it up, and it stars a little lady by the name of Alexa Vega or Pena Vega, I guess.
Talking about Spy Kids?
Yeah, well, that girl, but it's not Spy Kids, but yeah, Alexa Vega.
Yeah. Yeah, that actress.
Yeah, and anyway, so the movie that I was trying to think of that I had seen a while back is called From Prada to Nada.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
that's right.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, and kind of funny little movie, because because it's like Okay, spoiler alerts. This gal, she's Mexican. Her ethnicity is Mexican.
Yeah.
But she grew up in Beverly Hills. So I mean, like, basically she was like the epitome of a spoiled rich kid. And I can't remember the exact circumstances, but basically everything was taken away from her, and she had to move to the barrio, and yeah, she and she ends up getting together with this one kid, and they like a little romance kind of blossoms between them. But yeah, it's it's I thought it was a pretty cool little movie.
Prada Tonada, huh?
Yeah.
Prada Tonada. So that is the late night, midnight hour movie recommendation from Showback. Prada Tonada. Let's say hail to some new guy here in the chat. Ken Jackman. Ken Jackman. Hail Ken.
Jack Ben, yeah.
Ken Jack Ben.
Yeah.
Pumpkins for everyone, and he says greetings, salutations, Northern California. Eric K.
Yeah, I see
What's
Ken
up,
Jack
brother?
Ben in Wes Moody's chat a lot.
I thought Wes was gonna stop by. I gave him the thing a while ago.
Yeah.
The enchilada no es nada.
Prada Tonada. Yeah, there's certain films I'm just like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna see that. That was
what you didn't see all 7 Spy Kids that Robert Rodriguez made?
I did not. I did not.
I just made up another number 7, but he made at least 4 or 5 of them, I'm sure.
Don't forget Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh yeah.
I heard that was pretty good. Could I be wrong?
I may have seen one of the Spy Kids. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Probably with the kids or something.
But
which also
now's a good time for a Rodriguez smack to the face moment. Here we go.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I have to question how realistic that is, because I would think that he would have broken the guitar neck doing that. But
maybe it's reinforced. You don't know.
Yeah. That's some really strong
It's one
wood.
of the best openers of an action movie.
Oh, dude,
honestly.
I love that.
Honestly, it's so much fun. And you know what? We got a couple of new people here to the slant. Hail, lady.
Yeah, Lady Toriel. Yeah, she's a cool lady. She makes these really cool little short music video type videos.
Okay. Well, lady, before you leave, just hold on a second. We got a video for you. Wes Moody webcast gave you a shout out, and I signed up. It could have been Culture Casino. I'm not exact. Don't matter. We're happy you're here. And speaking of,
it might have even been me, because I shout you out every chance I get, dude.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But look at all these sexy people. Got Culture.
Hey, Culture.
Got Lady, and we got Shellback. But listen, check out this. What should we play for them, guys?
I don't know. Well, we could do the intro video one more time.
Yeah, haven't done that intro for some of the people.
Okay. You folks are the late night contingency. Well, we're warming up for Thursday. in Culture, I gave Culture some homework to do. He has to watch the El Mariachi movie. I think he already did this weekend.
Oh, dude.
And he's got to get refamiliar with Rage Against the Machine. So I can't remember who sent me this video, Culture, but it has the Rage Against the Machine connection. So here we go, guys. And take it away. And let's go. And
Killing in the name of. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Ooh. Killing in the name of.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
yes, Ken. I know we'll get copyrighted, but we'll just take it out later. I like having fun. But yeah, those are pretty good. Coach, I've enjoyed all these video versions of pop songs. Yeah. Oh well, maybe it is. In the name of is the last song I would associate with Trump. Oh my God. Okay. So shit, my hat is gone. My hat is not doing well right now. Gotta get that hat. So yeah.
How hot is it down there anyways, Paulie?
It's like a cool 85 right now, maybe. 81 in here. So yes, Culture has some. And lady, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subbing and liking. Culture has work to do. Rage was something I blasted. Can you imagine a young Culture in the 90s with that hair? That guy still has beautiful. That guy's got beautiful hair. Just imagine him in the 90s, man. I bet he was like a Pearl Jam type of guy, right? And just pulling the checks and playing the Rage.
Well, he says he's blasting the Rage. I'm sure he's banging his head, Yeah.
So on the big show for Thursday nights, Latino Slam, with our special guest, Culture, Casino, we will feature the movie El Mariachi from visionary director Robert Rodriguez. Ever want to do one of those voices?
I'll have to get myself a refresh on that movie.
Yeah.
El Mariachi.
El Mariachi. And then that movie came out in 1992. So the theme of 92 is strong with the Force. The Force is strong with 1992 because Rage Against the Machine debuted their song and album, Killing in the Name of. And they're one of those acts that whether you're on the left or right, everyone loves Rage. Some people don't like Zach De La Rocha's politics or what he raps about, but they love how he raps and they love his sound. Zach De La Rocha's dad was Beto De La Rocha, famous muralist from East LA. And they would paint murals all over town, and it's where little Zach got his politics. So the question, that's going to be on the show. These two landmark movie and landmark album.
And for those who don't know, little fun fact: the actor that played the main role in El Mariachi, which Antonio Banderas took over for in Desperado and Once Upon a Time, he is in Desperado as one of the band members. In fact, that little clip that Paulie has of the intro in the bar, the guy who played his part in El Mariachi is the one to Antonio's left.
Yeah, so the actor's name is Carlos Gallardo, and he was the first El Mariachi. And Robert, being Robert, threw him a bone, and he played in Desperado after Banderas took over that role. But already causing some controversy is Jack Ben, which I always like. Rodriguez is the biggest disappointment of his generation.
Ooh.
Huh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Now, what's the difference between the El Mariachi?
Yeah, Death by Saber. Good night.
What's the difference between the special edition and the regular edition of El Mariachi?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
No. Well, okay. So let's go back to this. And we have a nice, lively crowd in the midnight hour on the West Coast. Thanks for everyone that is up late and hanging out on YouTube. My name is Paulie. I'm joined by the great Eric K. and the equally good buddy Shellback.
We love you too, Culture.
He's
Culture's leaving us.
Yeah. Please get some sleep, man, and have a good Labor Day tomorrow. Nos vemos. Okay, a rato, vato. A la próxima.
Vámonos.
A la próxima. All right, so we're going. Let's have some fun with this, and then let's just have some fun. Rodriguez could never climb out of the hole he dug for himself as the Mexican guy.
I wouldn't say that.
He's technically not Mexican. He's a Tejano from Texas, and he wears it pretty well. He's very, but that's a separate issue. So I'm going to go on the defense here. At 23, Raul Rodriguez made the movie El Mariachi for $7,000. Then there was a lot of pressure on him to deliver and be the next big thing. So they did Desperado, which was it's more of a cult hit now. It wasn't probably a big smash. He then went on a run. He did The Faculty, which is a very underrated little horror flick.
Oh, dude, that is an awesome flick.
Yeah, with Elijah Woods, a couple other, but so I think right there, just with that one film alone, kind of, I would say kind of nullifies what you're saying here about culturally specific poor films do not a career make. So with the success of Mariachi, the film work and kind of cult status of Desperado and The Faculty, I'd say you have a director, a very unique director. Then he went on to do Spy Kids, which he fell into kind of like a pattern, right? But they made money.
I was gonna say he did several, or he did a lot of. I think I know him or have seen more of his movies that are not culturally specific than are, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look at Sin City.
Right.
Yeah.
Then he went on. Then
From
he went
Dusk
on
Till
to,
Dawn.
yeah. Then he went on to do a string of films with Quentin Tarantino. From Dusk Till Dawn, Grindhouse,
Mhm.
and
I love Grindhouse too. Yeah.
yeah. So, and it's all right, Ken. It's all right. Don't worry about the typos. You know. And then at that same time, around the 2000s, he started creating a TV network idea, where he would take the studio model and transport it to Austin, Texas, and that studio would live there. He would hire all local production, um, and then fly in bigger names while producing films. Predators was a good example of that. And I think that was actually a really good reboot. He executive produced. So
he's going to resurrect Christian Slater's career here pretty soon. And
yeah,
We Can Be Heroes.
With the network now, El Rey Network, he's done several. He has several produced shows that give filmmakers $7,000 to make a film. Then they also have a reality show that follows the filmmakers making their film. Huge hit. These filmmakers now have gone on to make their third features. So I don't know, Ken. You know, this man broke the mold. You know, he's working outside of the Hollywood industrial system. Now, talking about filmmaking work, I would say Alita just blows away everything you said. Alita Battle Angel
that one too. Yeah,
is one of his greatest films, and it's not culturally specific. It's It's great sci-fi. It's a female lead. It's a great hero tale of a hero.
Heroine.
So, what's that?
Heroine.
Heroine. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, Ken. You know, I took the bait, and that's my argument for the great Robert Rodriguez.
And who isn't looking forward to Machete in space?
I didn't even say Machete. That's right.
What? In space? What?
Yeah, he's doing Machete in space. It's in let's see. It is pre-production, I believe.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, freaking Danny, I love Danny Trejo. I mean, he's that's that guy right there. I would legit, like fanboy over if I like met him in person. I'd be like, what? Yeah. Yo, Danny,
Well, Ken, I really appreciate you coming by. Thank you. Hopefully you can subscribe to the channel and check out all the content that we do. We do a lot of different content that crosses over with the fandom as well.
So
yeah, go ahead, Shell.
With you just having mentioned Alita, the actress that played Alita is another quite lovely looking Latina.
Yeah, Tavares, Rosa, or something like that. Yeah, she was great. She was great. Still it's still a one-off. His movies are one-offs, and he's decided to focus. I mean, fostering talent is like such a rare thing, man. I mean, that's James Cameron and Tarantino did, and that's
Spielberg.
That's a talent unto itself, right there. Finding, being that person that finds other talented people.
Yeah. Thanks for subscribing, Ken. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a dream realized 30 years later, and I know a couple of people that's how we got the Millennium Bugs interview. I know a couple of people that are working for his network. He's putting a lot of people to work, and it's very successful. So yeah, but let's make a mistake. It's not disparagement. There's a lot of people that I wish would do that instead of make movies. Michael Bay. I love this. Like the last late hour spark. As before we wrap it up. Polly's got the eye for talent. That's why he's got Jesse, Smuel, and me on there every week.
Yeah.
Pinche Kai.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 out of 3. Yeah.
I have to say, the co-hosts of the Latino Slant are very, very diverse.
Very diverse. They might be holding you back a little bit, but you pull them right up along with you.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure if I could ever Shmuel, whatever. Barrio Boychek is a lot easier to say.
Yeah, just say Barrio. He's fantastic. We raised over $130 for him the other night. It's so amazing, and he's been having a tough time. He's been having a tough time, but he was doing all right. I know he was resting all day the other day. So going through a lot. Let's just send some good prayers and vibes out to our co-host Barrio Boychek, and he's so good, man. We have a lot of good times with him. He's my first dude.
Let me get some clarification on something.
No.
That where he's at. Where he's at, is that like a community center type of place, or?
Yeah, it's a private enterprise, so it's not like a city-run community center, and but he's made it like a multi media place as well. So he's got the museum. He's got his walking tours that walk the East LA and Boyle Heights. He's got when it was open, he had stand-up comedy nights. He had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of programming. So it's been very tough for him to keep the door just keep the lights on. But,
dude, that tour stuff. I'd love to do something like that.
Oh God, we went on one. It was the haunted places of Boyle Heights. God, it was so good.
I'd be like, what? Just take me to all the good food trucks. that would be me. I'd be like, I don't, just take me to the food trucks. Get me fat and happy. But
I remember you showed the pictures of the cemetery and all that, and he was going through everything. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, he does. He does a lot of great work in that community, and so it's a pleasure to help him out. And like I said, we raised some good money the other day, and I know Mexican Iron Man got him some more money as well. So like after the show, but Kai was saying we need to get the Gospel of Fat Steven Seagal out there.
Yeah.
I'm planning a giveaway around it. Let's get him a computer.
Fat Steven, dude. Fat Steven is like one of the. I mean, we've got several like awesome memers in this community, and Fat Steven is one of them for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Whatever we can do, Kai. Whatever we can do. There he is, the man from UK, Jonathan Rees. How are you, sir? Yeah, we're about to hit our third hour, and we were gonna wrap it up, but it's nice of you to pop on by. Very nice, sir. And maybe we'll get the Purple Valkyries to wake up and say hello to us. Working the network is so down. Thanks, good yourself. Yeah, man. So yeah, so that's what's going on for the Thursday show for the Latino Slant. It's 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna have our first watch party, and it shall be this.
That dude,
Yeah.
that has got to be one of the most cool and iconic
The theme song.
theme song. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Yeah. It's a watch party, guys. We're gonna be starting at 8 p.m. So maybe like 5 minutes, we'll get some people in, and via the Discord server, we will air one episode a week. We'll watch it in real time with each other, and then we will have a discussion afterwards. And we will start on season 1, episode 1. Why are we doing this? Well, September 10th, 1993 was the first air date of the first episode of X-Files, 27 years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm a huge fan.
Well, way to make me feel old, Polly. Thanks. Appreciate it.
We're all there. We're all there. Right now, Perry Chan's doing really good work. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He always does great work.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right, gents. I'm not there. I'm still young. Yeah, you keep burning that midnight oil there. Okay. What are you guys doing this week? What do you guys got that people might want to see?
I'm gonna be modding for Gary. That's pretty much it. Other than that, doing work around here. But yep, pretty much. It's gonna be a hot week here on the coast, but not as hot as you guys have down there. Thank goodness. And not much other than that.
Yeah. All right. Shellback?
I don't have anything set in stone as far as content, but I might. I need to get around to making another another chapter review for Stephen Walton's The Fandom Menace Volume 1. So it's a good book. Should go to Indiegogo and get yourself a copy if you haven't.
How long has that book been out?
At least a few months or several months now, I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
He's working on volume 2 currently.
Cool. Well,
Polly, what do you have going on this week?
Well, what do we have going on this week? Show-wise will be Thursday, and it's going to be like a double header, right? So we'll have the slant show at 4, then our first X-Files watch party at 8, and that's going to be with Mads Mama Bear. The Slant Show is going to be with Culture Casino. And then I think I'm going to try to keep a schedule of Sundays and Thursdays. So like what I'm doing now, and then Thursdays. That way I still have a girlfriend. She loves what I'm doing. She's, but there's, she's a Latina woman, so
Brazilian too.
You gotta keep them happy.
Yes.
We had a really nice day today. We actually went to a friend's pool.
Nice.
It was awesome. So, and then I will see would be the next recorded video, because the reviews, the videos, they do pretty good. The Last Narc, Millennium Bugs has really picked up in views. The general airtime, what do they call it? Airtime? Minutes watched.
Okay. Yeah, minutes watched on each.
Oh, your watch time. Your watch time.
The watch time for the channel is like really doing very well. Millennium Bugs doing really well for us, and so I want to see this movie called Fatima. It's a Catholic film that Odin's talked about, and it's a true story of these 3 Portuguese kids that get visited by the Virgin Mary like 100 years ago.
Yeah, they had a vision.
Yeah, they had a vision. So it's a Hollywood film, like, Hollywood budget and that whole thing, and it's very Catholic,
Yeah, one of them went into being a nun, I believe, and I think one died, and I'm not sure about the other one.
Yeah, I think both. Didn't 2 of them die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of them, I think the one that went in to be a nun, she eventually got sainthood.
Yeah, aren't they all getting canonized?
Yeah. That's right.
So, yeah, maybe I'll do a review on that, or
maybe since you're watching El Mariachi, maybe you should do a review on that afterwards.
Like a retro review. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, or yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to see also too, what are the new projects out there that I think you guys should see, like La Llorona, Tax Collector, the Last Narc,
Murder in the Woods.
Murder in the Woods. I haven't seen that. That's, what, I got to see that, and that's probably something that's going to happen sooner than later. So that might be my next one. We'll do. We have to say goodbye to our co-hosts. Hold on, guys. Got to say goodbye to our co-hosts, right, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Salma, buenas noches. Salmita, también linda.
God, Salma's
otra
a
vez.
beautiful lady.
Yeah. Noemi, Kai's girlfriend.
Kai's future.
And Shellback's Chelsea. Murder in the Woods.
There we go.
So yeah. And then besides all the other stuff that I do for a living. Well, gentlemen, soon to be go for. Look at this guy. Kai's a lurker, man. He's always there.
I mean, he's definitely got the Mexican attitude right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Jack Ben I had fun playing Contour Pro. I don't know what that is. Is that a video game, guys?
I'm
not
guessing.
Sure.
I'm really glad you came on, Ken, and gave us your opinions, man. You know, and the thing is that it's always good content. You know, just to chat it up. All right, guys. I think I think that's it. Eric, thank you for the tips, man.
Hey, sorry I wasn't my usual peppy self as much as normal, but it's been a long day.
No, man, I'm surprised you were with us this whole time.
Yeah, hey, no problem.
That was great. Shellback, thank you so much. What a way to hold it down. And I kind of like that rotating where at least we have, like that second round coming in fresh for the second half of the midnight hour. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like the way this is working out. And let's thank Jake D. Yeah. Subscribe to everyone's channel here, guys. Late night, every Sunday, we're going to be doing this. And everyone in the chat. Wow. Kai, Ken, Jonathan, take it easy, gents. Have a good week. Off to work. All right, brother. You be safe. Culture Casino stopping by. A lot of great people. Cold-blooded critic. Death by Saber.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Who else? Lady Turiel. How do you say it? Turiel? Toriel. Thank you, lady. Yeah. Death by Saber. I already said that. And a lot of other people. Clobbering Times. My brother Mike.
Cold-blooded critic.
Cold-blooded critic. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I'll see you later this week. Thanks again for joining me, guys. And you guys get some rest. We'll take it out with the grito and then with the show's theme song. Have a good night, everyone. Peace out.
Later on.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Slam. Slam. All right, Paul, let's go.